and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Hi everyone, it's Daryl from Royal Temptations. Going to bring you box opening today, part 2, because I've already done this once. My microphone wasn't on, so didn't really hear anything. So my granddaughters were down here as well. So what we got today is the last ever snake, adult snake from SNKE Limited. He's going out of business, changing hobbies. Let's just say that, not going out of business. He just said he did this for 6 years. He's going to move on to something else, more time with his family, whatnot, and he's got other pursuits he wants to do. So this is Jonathan. Makes great animals. Been watching him for years on YouTube, and I saw he posted this boy, and I had the perfect female for him. I even commented on his YouTube channel. I have the perfect female for it, but at the time I didn't know if I wanted to buy or not, as I'm trying to scale back a little bit, as some of you know. But I'm going to show you the female I got, and you'll see where we're going with this. So I've already had her out once today, but we got this girl from M&H Python's Morph Market auction a few years ago. And she is a pied, obviously, but she is het for hypo and het for TSK xanthic. She's a little stunted in her growth. She's not very big for a snake that is, as of June, is 3 years old. She, let me get a weight on her, I'll show you. She weighed 422 grams when I got her last year. She was 2 years old. So she is now just 1273, so 1273 grams. So she's perfectly fine to breed. If I can get her to start eating, pair her up. She's over 3 years old. I mean, you can breed at 2 years old. We had that talk this morning. If they're 2 years old and they're 1300 grams, you can start pairing them. By the time that they go through the whole process, 6 to 8 months, they're putting on 1,000 grams of food if they're eating. If they don't eat, now you got to stop. But as long as they keep eating through the process, 800 to 1,200 grams, I mean, they're going to be plenty big enough by the time that spring rolls around and they're laying. So that's so this is what you see: pied, het hypo, TSK xanthic. Remember that. That's important. You'll see why this boy is key to what I didn't know what I was going to pair to her. I was going to put the Canova snake to her. We named him Thor, by the way. He's a pied desert ghost, het clown, so we'd get I think quints out of that, possibly. We'd have to do a lot of testing, you know, and there'd be a lot of pieds, but just, you know, triple hets, quad hets, double hets. So this way, what you're going to see next is it'll make this snake perfect. We just kind of fell into that, and I already have another TSK xanthic, a girl. She's right here. This is my wife's snake. She doesn't really hold them or anything, but she picked it out at the show from Steve's Morphs. TSK xanthic. I gotta be careful because she ate 2 days ago, but she's a GHI pastel, and she did just lay eggs, so she's looking, you know, her eggs just hatched. We just cut them. We'll be posting that video soon. I gotta edit it so they're all out of the egg. I mean, and we take a video, but had 6 babies. She was paired with the Canova snake, and we will test for clown. We're trying to hit quadruple hets with that one. So that's what we were trying to do there. And then we were going to take these male babies and put it to that other snake for the pied, het TSK xanthic. Try to hit the, you know, pied TSK xanthic. Then we'd have het DG and pos het hypo, pos het clown. So that's what we were going to do. And then I found this guy from Jonathan. Okay, so I already opened the box. As you can see, it's already happened once. It's not as dramatic, but Jonathan included a bunch of stickers. SNKE Limited, kind of, you've seen that logo, that's who it is. You may have seen him around. So SNKE Limited, there you go. He does YouTube. He's had some nice stuff, and I followed his journey for a while. Doesn't have it. Look at his block basement. So you remember that kind of picture. It got a beam with some stuff on it. And you can see over time his collection is racks grew and he got more and more stuff. So interesting. So here we go. It came with paper. It was packed in here pretty well. This boy was in this nice bag. He's nice and healthy. You know, he's lively. So I'm gonna get this out of here. I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna set it aside. Let me get my scale out of here. I already weighed him. Comes in just under 1,000 grams. He's a proven breeder. All right, big guy. So there you go. This is a pied hypo, visual hypo. So we got double visuals. Het black axanthic, which is TSK axanthic. Same thing according to RGI, shed testing. TSK and black axanthic are the same thing. So right now I have a pied to pied, hypo to het hypo, het TSK to het TSK. So you see we're trying to get a triple visual. Also blackhead, Mojave, and leopard. So 3 codoms in here as well. Where my female has no codom. She has nothing. She's just a pied double het. So this is going to make some nice babies. We had triple head, blackhead. Triple visual with a blackhead. We can get double visuals, a pied, TSK. Everything's going to be pied, obviously. So TSK pied, a pied hypos. We could have a pied double het, a pied het, 66% possible het plus codoms. Anyway, it's going to be nice. This is going to add, this snake is going to be a real nice addition to our collection. Another powerhouse breeder. So this is the second dual recessive, visual recessive het with a head in it. Add Thor to the Canova boy. And now this guy. I'm going to get up there to play with the big boys a little bit. We're working at it. And along the way, you're going to make some hets and some other stuff, some pet quality stuff for other breeders to buy. And try to work into their collection. Other just, hobbyists that want to keep up and make some nice stuff for their collection. So we can help out with that as well. But I'm into this. I think this is just, they're just so cool. You can do a lot of stuff with them. They make such beautiful things. I just dropped off a couple this morning to a guy and had a little baby. I threw in for him, and it was a pretty little snake. So, but it's a 66% pos het. So I figured he bought 2 snakes from me. So I gave him a little hatchling. He's a starting breeder himself. So just to help him out a little bit and make some room here because we are definitely running out of room. I don't have a traditional snake room like some people do. I'm in my big rec room. I live in a bi-level here, so this is what we got. I've been trying to find another house, some property, a little barn on it, so we can breed our own rats. Speaking of rats, this guy is an ASF eater. That's all Jonathan feeds, is ASFs. We breed ASFs, so that's not a problem. If you don't feed ASFs, and you have access to them, I'm telling you that your snakes will eat great on them. I feed my little head clown female over here. That's all she eats every 2 weeks is ASFs, and she's big and chunky. She laid eggs a couple months ago, and she could breed again. Obviously her follicles got to build, but her size is back. She's got it all back. So whatever it is with those ASFs, they add on the grams. So. All right, well, that's all I got. You see that nice head there? That's the hypo. So that's blackhead. Normally that'd be super dark, but it's washed out because of the hypo. So it looks like it's shedding. So there you go. And there you get your Mojave right here. Same thing on the back. His tail. He's kind of wrapped around me pretty good. There you go. You got them Mojaves dipping through there. Now the leopard, I don't know how he got that. I'm sure, I took his word for it. A lot of times that's what you got to do. Some of these are hard to see, unless you shed test. Now that's a way to do it. And he may have done that. A lot of us are doing shed testing now. RGI and shedtesting.com. I've not used that Charlie yet, but I'm pretty much strictly an RGI guy. But if anybody uses either one, they're collaborating on some things like Monsoon. They've done that. And there may be another few groups in there that are less known that are working on these as well. But I swear by it. So it's proved out. My very first one I sent in as a girl, Sweet Pea there. She's a super pastel lesser Inchi het clown. Well, she was posset when I sent it in. I bred it. It's one of my first babies. I held her back, and I just sent it in one day. She didn't sell at a show, and she's super yellow, really bright. And her dad was Helios, and he was always bright. We talked about it many times. I sent that in, and it came back as het clown. Well, she just had her first clutch, and it was a head-to-head pairing, and I hit 2 clowns. So I proved her out. She is definitely clown, and RGI confirmed that anyway. So, but it's always good to know for sure. You see the visual clown, you know you hit it. It's when you do pied to pied, you know you're gonna hit pied, or clown to clown, you're gonna hit clown. Everything's gonna be clown. But when you do a head to a visual, or head to head, even head to head's really hard to hit. You have 1 in 4 odds. So when you hit it, that's really nice. You're creating something new for your collection. Probably not new in the hobby, but new for your collection. You know, something for you to keep if you want. You've had it. I didn't hit nothing I wanted out of that one myself, but there's some pretty stuff in there. There's a lesser pastel clown male. I don't need that, so I'm gonna let that go. Somebody will buy that as a pet. It's pretty. There's a pastel clown male. So those are more pet quality or beginning breeders, or somebody just wants to tinker around with something, you know. But there's a lot of that stuff on the market. I'm just gonna let those go relatively cheap just to make room. There you go. That's our boy. We don't have a name for him. If anybody has a name, idea, I try to stick with Greek names or Roman gods for my studs here. I have Zeus, our pastel banana, leopard pied boy. That was our first powerhouse snake I bought. That was my first ever buy off a morph market. And yeah, I named him Zeus. He's on my business card. He's actually up for sale now. He's 5 years old. We named the Canova boy Thor. It's a Marvel character, right? So, or Marvel or DC. I don't want to piss off the comic guys. I really don't know the difference between Marvel and DC. I just know I like watching those type of movies. I'm not in the nerd kind of side of that. The Comic-Con and all that stuff. I don't get into all that, but even though I grew up with it. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of babbling. There you go, but that's my boy, our new boy from Snake Limited, pied, hypo, het, TSK or black exanthic, blackhead Mojave leopard. And he's kind of cool looking. All right, say bye. Like, comment, subscribe, share, you know, ring that bell so you get the notifications. We're trying to grow our channel. Hopefully I got the sound working this time. Love you guys. Have a good one. Peace.